No, leave it. I'm hot. Guys, is the noise too much? I have to use both the AC and the fan because I don't know what's happening today. Power doesn't seem to be powering. Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Chisom Utibe Akah, straight from Uyo in Nigeria, and this is 12 minutes past 9 p.m. Lagos time, Uyo time. I'm streaming straight from Uyo in Nigeria, and this is episode 26 of the show called Being Chisom. Please clap for me. Oh my gosh, 26th episode. Somebody tell me I'm beautiful. I am, right? Yes, I finally decided what to do with my hair. Yes. Oh my God. My children think I'm gorgeous. So, yes, guys. Okay, enough of the vanity. How was your day? How are you doing? How was today? What was the high point of today? And what was the low point of today? You know, they all make it all beautiful, right? How was your day? Let me know in the comments, please. Let me know. Today, I'm sure you've seen the topic and you're wondering, okay, let me see what she wants to say. If I'm going to start a remote business, the type I run now, or a remote business in 2025, this thing I'm going to say are things I would have done. This is how I would have kickstarted if I was to start today. And that would be an advice for somebody who is trying to start. And I'm going to show you the best practices on how to do this right. That's what we're going to talk about today on this episode of Being Chisom. If you didn't know and today is your first time, yay! Karen is here. Good to see you, ma'am. Good to see you. I've been following all your lives. You're my inspiration right now. Like, I can go live. I'm planning to be going live like 2-3 times in a day, you know, that kind of thing. I'm just so happy. Good to see you. All right, so I was just thinking, like, you know, thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you share, for being vulnerable, for just being awesome, totally awesome. You know, I was thinking about it. I'm like, this show has come to episode 26, 4 more episodes to go. But with Karen's, you know, motivation, I'm going to theme my month, guys. Something hotter, sweeter is going to come in March. And I'm so excited, looking forward to that already. Like, I practically just looked at Karen and I was like, wait, I mean, she has live scheduled for June, what do I say, till March. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So if you're coming on this live, better be subscribing, liking, because it's going to be awesome. Okay, so if I were to start a remote business today, this is what I would do. This is how I would go about it. Let me know how your day went. Protocol is here. Protocol, what happened to the gaming in your name? Or is this another protocol? Protocol gaming is now protocol. Good to see you, right? Welcome to the show. So, like I said, my name is Chisom Utibe Akah. If you're on the show, please like, please subscribe, please put on the notification bell because I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, guys. This life is live, right? I'm so excited. Ansari, welcome to the show. You are in America? No, I'm not. I'm in Uyo in Nigeria, the tourist city of Uyo in Nigeria, West Africa. That's where I am streaming from. Yes. So welcome back to my channel. I share everything about personal finance, business, and money tips. Actually, I say I share money, business, and opportunity. Africans in particular, and that vision has driven me to where I am today, where I'm telling my story in a 30-part series, 30-part episode. This is episode 26, guys. So everything I'm sharing, I've been sharing from my experience, and right here in the midst of this program, I have become monetized on the first level. So I have also used that as part of what I'm learning in business, guys. This is more like me building my personal brand. I own a publishing company, full-scale publishing company called Logos Audibles. I've been telling them that we need to start a YouTube channel for my business, which is another thing I would have done if I knew what I knew now, and it's part of the thing I'm going to discuss. Please, guys, don't take video content creation as just normal content creation. Is a big deal. Okay, everything I've learned in the last 15 years, trying to build a business, trying to bootstrap with a very lean staff, without employing a lot of people, without having to rent and play and all that, and still building a multi-billion naira company is the reason I'm here, right? So if I were to start today, remember how I started. I left home, I wanted to get a job, then I got a job that wasn't paying and I needed to survive. Then I thought to myself, this thing I do very well, which is editing and proofreading of books, how can I make extra income with it so I can survive in a new city? And then I started freelancing. From freelancing, I registered my business with my partner at that time. And then, then I fell out with my partner. I continued the business, and that was how I've grown it. And I was still working 9 to 5 jobs with it. From 2009, I registered in 2010. By 2010, I was working with my partner till about 2011. Then till 2018, I was doing it and still working 9 to 5 jobs because, girl, I needed to survive. I was new in the city and I just was trying to find my feet. But by 2018, I knew that it was time to go back and build this business fully. And I started out full entrepreneurship in 2018. And that's how I got here, guys. So many clients, hundreds and hundreds of clients down, that have been satisfied. A few first-time authors published. And we have even scaled to where we are working closely with CEOs, business executives, and academics. Academics, how they call them. People who are research students, lecturers, and all that. So those have become our targeted clientele. Right now, if I were to start this company, and by the way, we are 100% remote right now. We went 100% remote, a few years ago. And if I were to start again this business, this is exactly what I would do. I'll give you 9 things I think I would do if I was starting our business today. Number 1, of course, I will define my vision. What do I really want to achieve? Hopefully, I'm not going to be afraid of money. When I started business, I was so afraid of money. Like, people will practically ask me, so how much do you, how much a page do you charge for editing a book, a non-fiction book? And I'll be jittery to mention, I've talked about it on this show, how, my trauma with money affected my business. I grew up not really seeing an entrepreneur in my extended family or my immediate family. I didn't grow up understanding how money works. I didn't have confidence. And it's something that is very typical with a lot of Africans, right? A lot of Africans are very, they raised us with, almost like, money is sinful, but at the same time you need money. So you don't quite know where to stand. Like, do I need money? Don't I need money? Then they will patch it up with Bible scriptures on why you need to be content and why why you must make heaven. So you're a bit very careful around money, that kind of thing. So I grew up just not knowing, do I want money? Don't I want money? And all that. So I will go, hi, Carrie. Yes, money trauma is real, very real. I suffered it for years. I suffered it and I knew it was real. People will ask me, so how much are you, okay, this thing you told me that you do, how much do you charge for it? I have my price list, everything, even on my blog, and I'm like, okay, I charge. I'll be afraid of mentioning. The very first, I mentioned it on the show, I think in the 2nd or 3rd episode. I told the woman, okay, pay me anything. 60,000 words of drama I was to proofread, and I couldn't tell her this was what I charged, and she paid me 21,000 naira at the end of the day, working a whole 1 week, night and day, and I had to borrow a laptop to do it back in 2009. And when she paid me, I was so grateful. I was so happy because that was the first client who was, listening to me and giving me a job. 21,000 naira is, let me try to convert it to dollars so that you can understand, is about $14, $15 for 60,000 words of work. Well, 2009, I felt like, girl, I've been doing this for free. Somebody finally paid me. Everybody, can you listen to me? I felt like I was a millionaire already. Oh my gosh. So if I was going to start business today, I will start with clearly knowing what I want to achieve, a vision for this business. What do I want to grow it to? How do I want it to be? Who do I want to serve? What is my money goal in the first year, second year, third year? What quality do I want to give to my client? I'll be crystal clear about it. And I would even go as far as making sure that I get vision partners to make sure it works. Yes, I also did that, when I was starting Logo Study Books. I tried to get, channel partners. By that I mean I got other people, illustrators, printers, designers, and all that who I could outsource to. Yeah, I will still do that, but I will do that in a bigger way. I will do that with some clarity, I'll put a fee on it as well. I won't just outsource work to them and get very, like peanuts. I'll be conscious that I'm working with a team. I won't be working like a lone ranger. You know what I mean? So I'll have a vision to grow my business, and it has to be clear, and I'll spell it out for myself. and for other people. Yeah. And I will do also in this vision, I will make sure that I'm choosing a product or service that is close to my expertise, something I'm already used to doing, which I also did, right? I mean, I started that editing and proofing because I was already doing it back in the university, and I felt all I need is to mention a fee and start doing this thing as a business or as a freelancer. So I will make sure that it's something that my expertise is on. Wake me up in the night anytime, I'll deliver, right? And also I'll make sure that it's something that is profitable. Now, as much as proofing and editing is big money, I mean, it pays. I did realize quite on time that I was supposed to, my ability to dare to do full-scale publishing would have been more profitable, right? When I was doing purely editing and proofreading, I couldn't really pay people outside the contract terms. So if I have a job, maybe 2-3 clients, then I bring in some of my associate editors and writers, and we do and work on it, and we all get like stipends at the end of the day, and then we go our way. I couldn't sustain the business beyond just when a client has paid a deposit and we deliver, right? So I will do it differently this time if I were to start. So I'll make sure that it's a vision that I'm passionate about, and I know it's profitable, and I can build a brand around it. Get? So that's number one. Number two, I will go all out to be a thought leader around that topic, around that service, around that offer. So I will be somebody who is analyzing trends in that industry, in that topic. I will go all out, make t-shirts around it, try to attract people to this idea, make myself an advocate or the go-to person around this idea, around this offer, or around this service. Yes, so I will give case studies, I will give tips on how to go about it. I'll provide a lot of value around that topic, so much so that people will start asking me, oh, can you help me do it? You're really good at this, that kind of thing. I want to get there where people by themselves will say, oh, can I work with you? Please like this video and keep giving me the love, and please don't forget to subscribe, because you are going to miss a lot if you don't subscribe. Trust me, please. And I want to have you here. I want to see you. I want to be your friend. And part of why I'm here is making real friends. Like, I feel like I know Karen. I feel like I walked around in her studio. I'm actually looking forward to actually visiting her. Surprise, surprise, someday. And a few of my friends here as well. So yes, that's what we do right here: build community, build friendships, and exchange ideas, because nothing is really new. Our shared experiences is what makes life interesting. Okay, so please subscribe and don't forget that. Now, outside of being a thought leader, when I get to be a thought leader and people know me around this thing, this offer and all that, then I would let me add, in my being a thought leader, I will make sure that I am very animated around that topic. Like I make it fun, I make it interesting. For me, I can be a very serious person, right? I can be very, by my upbringing, being the first of 6 children, always being the one that was punished for every other person's offense. I kind of take life very seriously, very principled, very I'm very so I will try to downplay that my personality and make it more entertaining when I'm being when I'm sharing all of this content around this topic. So let's say I want to do what I'm doing now, and I'm just starting. I want to start ghostwriting and publishing for busy executives and CEOs, right? So I'll make sure that I wear corporate attires in my videos. I'll make sure I add some fun, and because trust me, those people are the people that love entertainment the most, because they are more or less always stressed out, always, so when they take their phone and they want to watch something online, they want something that will make them relax, laugh, quench the stress. So I'll make my topic, because it's serious, I'll add some humor to it to make it fun. Nigerians know how to make great skits, amazing content. I will do all that, to be able to attract people to myself. But I will make sure that I keep it classy, I keep it corporate, so that the people also don't think that I'm a jackal, like I'm just joking and all that. Yes. So the third thing I would do, please let me know in the comment section. Do you run a remote team? How do you manage it? Which tools do you use? Which is another thing I want to upscale on. Let me know. Or are you like a solopreneur? You work alone? and do more about sourcing. What kind of business do you do? Share with me in the comments. And please, if you have questions as I go, let me know also so that I can take them, one in process. Okay. The next thing I will do when I have clear vision, I know who I'm serving, I have put my plan on all that, I'll make sure that I'm creating content around it. I'm a thought leader. People now know me around this, right? Then I will also make sure that I choose a platform online that will amplify this thing I'm doing. And my go-to platform, will be YouTube and maybe LinkedIn, or YouTube and Instagram. But I would like to make one other social media platform and then YouTube, because that is where I'll get most of my audience. Remember, if I'm doing books for CEOs, from idea to print, those are the two platforms I would take. Instagram is not bad as well. I could include Instagram as I go, but I will not start out with 3 platforms. I'll start with just 2. In fact, I might even start with just 1. I might just start with YouTube. Then when my audience start growing and start looking for me on platforms, I become serious on LinkedIn as well. That's what I would do, right? So that I can connect with CEOs, I can connect with lecturers, academics who and all that, and attract the kind of high value clients that I'm looking for. Yeah. I will also make sure that while I'm on those 2 platforms, I'm very conscious of search engine optimization. What are these people searching for on these platforms? How do they ask the questions? So that I will write my content and I'll create my videos around that. Another thing I will not miss at this level also is to create an email list, so that anyway, as I do my content, I can call out and call to action for people for them to join my email list, and I can reach out to them for consultation, to make their books happen and all that, and I'll use a lot of AI tools as well, to share my message and all that, so that things are easy, seamless, and modern, also. Another thing, of course, at this stage also of building my robust online team, I'll make sure that I don't overlook websites. Where I come from, where I'm streaming from, my country, we cannot downplay websites. Yeah, a lot of people think website is not really, you can do business on social media, which is not a lie, but trust me, websites for the kind of clients I'm looking for, you get extra credibility when you have an active website, especially and a website that has a blog that is frequently updated. Yeah, so that way they get the tips, they get all in one there. Okay, Karen, you use AI tools. I use them a lot too. Okay, so yes, I will do that. And part of the offers that I will also create on my online platform will be to make sure that they can opt in, that they can drop or they can contact us and we can reach them back to take their book ideas and offers and consultations and all that. Basically making sure I convert my audience to clients, right? That's what I will do in step 3 in building my robust online platform. Number four thing I will do to make sure that this business is started off, without stress, without a lot of money, and also, with clientele that is already long before you start, is at this point I will create offers. Now, people already have seen your videos, see your stuff. They will not be, some of them will already be asking questions. Oh, can you help me do this? You talked about the fact that a CEO should have a book that talks about the authority and their life. Can you help us publish? Do you have a publishing? I would have started getting those inquiries. So I will make sure I create offers based on the feedback and the questions I've been getting, and of course the fact that I've validated that niche is profitable, because people are asking you for it and they're even willing to pay ahead for you to queue them in. I'll definitely go and create offers. What are offers? Products, service products. When you offer products, sometimes people think that products are just, I offer editing services. That's not just how I do it. I will create offers like maybe a 3-step offer where if you want us to edit, if you have already written your book or your manuscript and you want us to edit, proofread, and then publish, it will cost you this as a package. So you can't take one and leave one, right? I can also create another offer that says, if you don't have to write at all, we come to you and we'll get it done. We'll get your book idea, then we'll sit down and write and all of those, like what we currently do. I'll have another offer, maybe the highest paying offer, right? Okay, maybe the middle range. Then the third one, I'll have all that plus helping you market your book, helping you create your book launch. If you're anywhere you are in the world, I'll help you do book tours, distribute your books to bookshops and online platforms. That becomes the third offer. So you see what I mean? I'll create offers like that. And if I also want to have just people, please like this video and subscribe. Everyone, make sure that just go check. Are you subscribed? Just go and check and put notifications on. So I will make sure that I do this so that I don't lose anybody in the value chain, right? I will also make sure, yes, I wanted to say the other services will be other ones where people say, oh, I've done my book already, I just wanted to proofread. So we can get a proofreader within the company to handle all that, all those kind of things. I'll make sure that my services are packaged as products. I'm not confused about the offers, and I'm not picking the fees one after the other. So they have to come, if you're taking this package, this is what it costs. We're not going to be debating about pricing, oh, give me all that discounts. All those things I did during my business, I will not do them today if I'm starting business. I will work with people who want to solve a big problem than just people who want to solve or who just like the idea of buying my service. I don't know if you understand what I mean, right? So that's what I will do. I'll create offers, and when I'm done creating these offers also, and on this fourth point, I will then create a platform where I can pre-sell it. Now I'm going to create a free webinar, like a CEO hangout kind of thing. I'll create both online and offline. So I'll create a whole event where I will invite only high network people, CEOs, executives to attend. It will be free, but it will be exclusive by invitation. And that event, the theme will be around building legacy, telling your story, and being an authority. So they enjoy an evening of wine and relaxation and book readings, and then a presentation on why they should invest in telling their personal stories to impact their generation and generations unborn, leaving a good legacy. That kind of evening, that kind of event. Yeah, it can be a black tie event. I will also do an online webinar for free where people come in and then they hear about why I do what I do, I am my team and all that. Then within each of this event, the paid they are both free, the physical one and the online one. I would announce my offers, the 4 packages that I have, so people can immediately buy in. So there will be a link or a phone number or something that people can opt in during that free webinar to say, oh, I'm interested, and then afterwards, after the webinar, I and my team can sit down and then begin to reach out to them, and customize their needs and begin to and create the service for them. That's what I will do in stage 4. That means I will use free platform or free webinars or free events to now upsell my paid offers. Number 5, the 5th thing I will do. Yeah, Utibe Akah. Hey, see you. That's my husband right there, guys. Okay, so stage 5, when I'm done with this, I'll make sure that I go back and I assemble strong remote team. I'll make sure that I create my remote team to be tight. So I'm going to employ more people because now I have an idea of the number or the surge of people that need our service almost immediately. So I'm going to recruit, create a very strong remote team, because one of the important things about business is building and managing your team. Because when I went to business school, they taught us in HR that people make it happen. It's people that make it happen, like your staff, your colleagues, your team. Without them, nothing will happen, right? So I have managed a remote team all of these days without really paying for any office, without paying anybody full salary. I pay based on contract and job done. And I did that because I used clear communications and efficient systems, in everybody knowing what they should do and how it is done, to succeed. So, but if I'm going to do it now, I'll make sure I assemble my team at this point. I will invest in project management tools to help. We use ClickUp, but not so regularly. We're just learning the platform, and I'm going to make sure that there are efficient systems. If it's WhatsApp that we need for instant messaging, for group update, whatever, we must make sure that we maximize particular tools and all that, and we must set up like virtual check-ins on projects and all that, and make sure everybody understand their roles. Please subscribe and like this video as it come in. All right, I'll make sure that everybody understands their roles and responsibilities from the start, right? So there's no gray area, there's no, oh, I didn't know and all that. So I'll hire a lot of freelancers and part-time experts as well, yeah, because that's also what I did that I succeeded with, because they will help you keep your head clearer. You don't have anybody sitting there and looking at you. Like in my country, we don't have the hourly pay structure for work, and I really don't like it. So I have never tried to build, I've never subscribed to building that kind of system where people come in 7:30, 8 o'clock and stay till 5 p.m. just because they have to come in, even if they're not doing anything. No, I still prefer the result-based approach where that, oh, I need to put in 4 hours to complete this manuscript, or to write this, or to go out to market. And when you're done, you clock out and you go. That's still how I will do it today. All right. That's if I was not running a remote team. But even with the remote team, it will still be project based. So people know where to turn in the manuscript, when to turn in their reports, and their how they went with the clients, or how to go to what the feedback is from the printing press, what's done, what's the decision about the book cover, design, who is, if the formatting is done properly, all of that. I'm using my industry as an example, but I hope you get it, right? So that's what I will do, assemble a very powerful remote team. Welcome to the stream, guys. Please subscribe and support me. Also on this stream, you can use super chat, super thanks, and you can also join my membership. You will see the currency symbol in the comment section. Tap it and show love to your girl. I forgot to put the goal for today, but anyway, whatever I get today will be my goal. Remember that the goal for this streaming for the month coming is to get a professional camera, and I put that up yesterday for those who were here. We are buying a Sony ZV plus minus one, well, I call it minus one, -1 camera, and we said it was $784, and then it has import duties and all that, about $100 and something dollars. In all, it's almost $1,000 to get a camera, to upscale our content right here. And everybody said they were going to support, so that's just the goal. I mean, no pressures, guys, no pressures. It's just me making sure that I maximize these tools. And usually whatever you give, YouTube gives me 70% or 30%. So let's do this. You want to support me, that's how to go. The currency symbol is in the comment section. You tap it and you go away. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I'm feeling so excited. You guys like my hair? Nobody have said it. You guys like my hair? I just made 12 shuku. We call this shuku. Guys, my daughters think I'm gorgeous. Well, they just like the idea of the hair flinging. Yes, thank you, Karen. Thank you a lot. So in step 5, when I'm done assembling my team, the next thing I will make sure that I do is to make sure I develop systems that will help us scale faster. Now, when I was starting Logos Audibles many years ago, I really didn't know how to scale. I was afraid of a lot of things. I was afraid of delegation. I was afraid of fees. Even when my team members would say, oh, I think we should charge higher for this and that, I'll be like, no, our clients will go. I remember the first time we did a drastic price upgrade in 2013. I remember that time I was still in paid employment, but I used to manage my staff out of that office. And they said, oh, we need to upgrade. And I had already had a client who I worked with for about 9 months. Beyond editing, which we were offering, we helped him to print and design and all that. At the end of the project, he told me, he invited me for lunch, and over lunch in his office, he told me, oh, you really charged me low. I think I really need to share a few things with you about business. You gave me such incredible value for so little. For all of these months, it's an operational cost you should have added to charge me. I was like, okay, thank you, sir. And I was there and I learned a lot. So when I finally came back from that encounter, I increased our fee. Most of my clients who were always, we were always turning out their manuscript, especially those writing children's books and all that, we had regular clients who always bring their work. Most of them say, oh, no, it's too much. And they went. Some told me, oh, it's so expensive. And I remember telling one of them, oh, editor I can refer you to, they could work with your charge. And the person got angry and said, no. But after the person came back and said, it's still you I want to work with, a lot of other people went and never came back. But you know what happened? We had like a dry, because we had to start doing physical marketing. That will go office to office, door by door, to talk to people about what we do. And then I remember at that particular time there was like a dry period, because we have depended so much on referrals and people that we already work with. There was a dry period that if I wasn't so sure that I was tired of that the manuscript to come in, then it's got there's a lot of work. You have to motivate your team to keep working, and then at the end of the day you're left with nothing. If I wasn't tired of it, maybe I could have said, oh no, let's just change it back and just work with these people. We don't want to lose them. But I was clear that was just the best for us. After a while, we started having a surge of new kind of clients who were stressless. They weren't stressing us, and they were paying our fees, right? So those kind of systems and processes, I will create them at this stage 6 if I was starting today. What will I do? I'll make sure I document every process, how we do everything from start to the next, so that even if I'm not there and I'm not supposed to be involved in every process, like the way I was right now. I was working alone. Even when people wanted to help me, I was just like, no, they might not get it right. This is my client. If anything goes wrong, if there's a comma somewhere that we didn't fix, the client delve to the bones. And if you remember, there's an episode I already talked about how I woke up one morning in 2015 and I was paralyzed on one side of my body. My right side of the body felt like dried sticks. And that took me through 2 years of hospital visit, neurological examinations, all kinds of things that right now, I don't wish it on my enemy, right? It shook me. So if I was starting now, I will borrow idea from somebody like me now who have had this kind of experience and make sure I don't work myself like that. I begin to delegate from day one, and making sure that happens, I must have my processes documented. So anybody sitting on any role know what to do at every point, from onboarding clients to the kind of mail to send, to when it is time to send invoice, what to say when the clients say, oh, it's too expensive, what to not do, all of those. I will document them. I won't assume them in my head, right? Then also I'll make sure that because my team they are working from different time zones and all that, I make sure that I have a few people who are working with clients in the US. Like people in the US now, in the afternoon, like Karen. I mean, most of our clients now, we start having meetings with them around this time, usually into our own 2 a.m. because that's their own afternoon, evening, right? So we'll make sure that we also have team members who are in those time zones or who work from here, but their shifts are at this time, so that we don't leave any lapses. Yeah. In my experience, making sure that your systems or operations now are standardized is the only way to maintain quality. It took me years, over 10 years, to be able to finally come to accept it, that this is what I'm supposed to have done, So if I'm going to do it now, that's what I'll do in step 6. Yeah. And that's how to maintain your business reputation. Make sure don't leave anything to chance. Please, if you have questions, ask. All right. Thank you. I'm going to tell my spec. Yeah. Your spec. Step 7. What I'll do in this step is that I'll make sure that I leverage, or my company now, not just me, leverage technology and data. We already have done massive adverts. We have promoted this company. We are getting clients. We do these intermittent webinars where we used to sell free webinars, where we used to sell our upsell our offers, and we have a physical event also that we make. We invite high net worth people to come and we tell them what we do. So I'll make sure that I use the feedback that we get, the data we get, to track our performance. It's just like YouTube, which is why I like YouTube. Data is on everything. YouTube will give you how everything is doing, how you guys are watching, whether you guys don't like it, I like data, and I'll use it to my advantage in our company. Hi Nikita, welcome to the stream. Okay, and I'll use data also and the feedback from it to maximize our marketing, so we know which demographics we should focus on, what those demographics prefer, all of the whole 9 years, I make sure I don't look away from data entirely, because big data is a thing, and I'll make sure I use AI tools a lot, guys. I told you guys yesterday, I told you how I worked with AI, and I felt like I was sitting in a real consultation clinic with a doctor. AI is amazing. Have you guys even heard of DeepSeek? I haven't really used it that much, but of course it's still having its downtime, like how ChatGPT had. But I'll use ChatGPT to, even for those documentations and all that, I'll use ChatGPT to brainstorm, to create an outline, then fine tune it and work faster, because documentation is very important. So in this case as well, I'll use AI for customer service, for everything. What don't I do with AI these days? I don't know what it is. I'll use it for content creation, generation, to forecast my finances, do a business plan. Everything. At this stage, I will leverage technology and data like no man's business. Yeah, and embracing technology, it does not just help you streamline your operation, but it also provides you a competitive advantage and edge, so that your competition does not see you coming. Before they said this, you've already provided this, and your team will be on point. Trust me, because see, we don't live in information age. That's past. We live in AI age. We live in robotic age. Now age. So nobody should say, oh, okay, give us a proposal, and then we'll continue the offer. And you take 3 days to produce a simple proposal. Like, how? You should get a proposal in an hour and beat them, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, this company is something else. You know what I mean? Because right now you don't have to brainstorm it alone, outline it alone, figure out you don't. You can have guide, right? So your writing it to be better done now, because there are tools, and I'll make sure we embrace it wholeheartedly and ethically as well. Right? We're not going to copy AI and use it on all our work and all that. No, we'll make sure that we use it ethically. Step 8. If I were to start a remote company today, another thing I would do, if I have gotten to this point, I will reach out to the stakeholders of that my business. So if I was in fashion, for instance, and maybe my company is a styling company, we help men and women choose and plan their outfits for events, for a particular event that they let us know, or just change their wardrobe, look at color, their body type, all of that. I will make sure that I get to every stakeholder in the fashion industry. So both regulators from the government aspect, we'll pay them courtesy visits, make sure that we're on TV and radio talking about what we spoke about with them, to collaborate with them. We'll make sure that we are reaching out to companies and who make accessories, who sew, who make everybody. We'll make sure that we'll pay them a visit, collaborate with them, share stuff with them, bring them into our awareness of what we do, with a hand of partnership, with a hand of collaboration. I'll make sure I do this. A lot of businesses don't do this, but I remember working in paid employment. I helped a lot of the companies I worked in, because I worked as corporate communications in most parts, and also director of operations. I made sure I took these businesses away from just working alone and only them knowing what's happening, to get them into the media using this approach, and get all the stakeholders involved, so that you be in the news. It helps you be in the news and all that, and press releases are easier. You have partnerships with government, with private sector, with people who may be offering complementary services that you have, and it will be easy for you to create more packages in line with your offers. You have people who offer things that complement the offers you already have. Becomes easier to get the best to work with and to partner with. That's what I would do if I were running a remote company like that now. Okay, then finally, step 9. Has anything I said made sense to you so far, guys? Let me know. Step 9, another thing I would do is I will make sure that I don't play with the relationship I have with my clients. Guys, do you know the value of one client? Let me tell you a story. Something happened to me last year in 2025. One day I was just on my phone, and a friend of mine, I run an editor's business school where we teach editors how to set up the business and all that. From my experience, it's a whole 1-year program, and it's very affordable. It's about $300 or so. Now, if you're interested, let me know. But anyway, because of that school, we have like also a free platform where editors join and learn. We teach them and all that. Somebody from that group reached out to me and said, oh, there's this man who reached out to her to edit stuff, but she's not specialized in that type of editing. What was the editing? Academic editing for a thesis. She does non-fiction quite alright, but not academics. The language of academics is elevated, is rigid, is all that. So she said, ma, I think your company does it, so I think that you're the first person that came to my mind. I said, oh, why not? So I asked her to reach out to my company. They did. When they told me that the guy was serious and has followed up with us, oh, okay, cool. So we started talking with these guys, onboarded, all that, sent invoice. The guy was like, anyway, it's okay, but he'll get back to us. I noticed that from the interactions, he doesn't want to pay our fee. He felt it was maybe more expensive or something. So after some follow-ups, it was obvious that he didn't want to do it at that time. He told us he didn't want to do it at that time. He will get back to us later. Months down the line, this same man calls me personally and said, oh, I'm here with someone that would like to work with your company, and all that. I'm like, oh, okay, really, that's nice. He said, okay, there are two of them even. I'm like, and they are all doing their thesis as well. And then they have been asked, before the final submission, you are asked to go get a professional editor or proofreader. The school actually asked them to go get it. They were at that stage. And the funny thing was that these particular people were not from English-speaking countries. It's not like my country. We are not also like English, we are not English native speakers, but we have English as our official language, and English is what we use for across our schools and everything for instruction. But these other people are from a French-speaking country, I think. So they had already done a good job being this far, doing the work at all. So we onboarded them. I remember that time we had to communicate with them in French and in their language and all that. But bottom line, we finally delivered the service for these people. Remember, this man was the person who came to do his work like 5 months prior, who didn't finally get through. But he was the same person, without having tried our service, who brought us 2 clean customers. I'm trying to make you understand the power of one client. So you might be thinking, oh, the client is just one. No, a client can be one person that will multiply into thousands of other people. Literally. Also, I will make sure that I build relationship with every of my clients and prospects in this case. Right? I make sure I put my client first. I make sure that whether you're working, I didn't do that a lot, when I was building logos or the books. We are not doing it now. But earlier stage, I will make sure that till now, I will have the data of all the people we have worked with, and I will track our numbers. I'll track numbers so that I'll be able to say, this is the number of people we have edited their books. This is the number of works we have edited. I'll keep numbers, So that's what I will do in this 9. I'll make sure that as we are delivering our exceptional services, we are building trust, and we don't negotiate that at all. I've learned that the strongest businesses are built on genuine relationships and consistent results. So you have a trademark for delivering a good service, and you don't back down on it, no matter whose ox is gored, right? So in every step, from the start of the consultation to the process of the consultation, where we get back to them and then finish, to project completion, I'll make sure I focus on creating an outstanding client experience. Yes, that's what I will do, right? So let me know which of these made sense to you and you think is amazing. Please subscribe to the channel. Check again whether you subscribe, and also like and put notifications on. Let me have your questions right now as a wrap up, because I think that starting a remote kind of business in 2025 is one of the best things that can happen to you. I mean, post-COVID, anything remote is, trust me, but I think that having a clear vision is important. Building a very strong online presence, being a thought leader, assembling a smart remote team. And then, interestingly, we live in a time where no matter who you employ full-time, everybody has a side gig now. Everybody has a side hustle. So somehow, because of technology and leveraging it, a lot of people do more than 2 or 3 jobs at the same time. I'll make sure I pay people who are dedicated, who are not just looking for a job, but people who are already expert in their own field, so that it's easy to work with them. I'll make sure I scale my system by documentation, and give a step-by-step imprint, like blueprint about how my business will run from day one. I won't do all those error and trial I did when I started 15 years ago. So if you found these tips helpful, let me know. Thank you, Karen. Karen, what else do you think I left out that you would do, working like, running a remote team, especially one that you want to use to offer a global service, right? Like right now, we are working on a package that we haven't done before, which is helping people to write the story of their life in memoirs and autobiographies, but publishing them as limited editions and making sure that we can work with people in anywhere in the world. We'll fly in, get interviews and all that, go back and work, and then deliver it on a very premium level, right? People that maybe they need that book because it will help their will for their family members. People that even want that story to just be within a circle, right? They might not be interested in maybe proliferating the information, but within a circle, in a way that those books can only be found if you're not in the family member or in the people they want to have their book of their life. You can only find it in places like Harvard, in places like Oxford, as research materials, not the regular books where anybody can go to a bookshop and buy. That's the next level client that we're trying to work with. And trust me, I'm so in for it. We are so ready for it and all that. We are still working on our website, or we are rebuilding our website because it's been down for a while, and all of those good stuff, right? Oh wow, you're making me want to rewrite my book. Are you serious? And you write another one and another one and another one. Okay, whenever you're ready, if you need us to help in any way, let us know. Okay. Yes. So our system is really simple, especially for people who are busy. So we work with CEOs in particular, busy professionals, people who would rather just us have to do everything for them. So they give us the book idea. We fly in, sit down with them a couple of days or weeks. No, a couple of days really, or an hours rather, and then get their book idea, do the book interviews, record, and then fly back in and get to do the dirty job, to do the clean job, purely white glove publishing, get that all done, started, work with them back and forth, work with people, not really, in fact, they don't need to be really involved that way as after the first consultation, but work with them and their team until we deliver the books at their doorstep, right? And all that good stuff. Yeah, writing a book is always a good idea. That's how we got here ourselves, right? By reading other people's work. I read Shakespeare. Shakespeare was a whole course during my university days because I studied English, and I can imagine books written in 19th, 18th, 17th century, and we're still reading it today, right? I'm so committed to writing more books. I have a few of my books that are e-books now on my online store, but this year is a year of writing much more. I have a lot of them on my laptop. Time to, as I'm doing for other people, I've told my team, take my books and finish for me, because I can't continue publishing for people, and my books are just 2. I've written 2 books, 1 template, 1 checklist, 2 online courses, and just a few things like that, and a few webinars that were recorded. So my store is not popping. It's not popping yet as a publisher, So yes, it's a process, Karen. Thank you so much for staying through. Any questions, I will take them. Anybody here? Some people are not saying anything. Oh, I just saw somebody. Deborah. We don't know book. Now movies with a watch. This is my Nigerian brother for sure. Who is this person? He said we don't know book. Now movies with a watch. Really? As you're watching movies, you at some point, depending on how old you are, at some point you want to be able to tell your own story, so that later in life is not misconstrued. Your story of your life by yourself. That's when you need us, Deborah. Yes, it's okay to watch movies. It's okay. I mean, even those we write books for, and we have a package where we also do a documentary or a movie out of book. But the book is always the first entry, and we encourage anybody who is worth their salt, anybody who has worked in corporate, anybody who has done business, anybody who has lived life as a mom, as a dad, legacy conscious, you need to write a book. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. I know what I'm saying. Okay? Now, we have sat down with a lot of CEOs, a lot of people, and it's the same. As long as you understand that, first of all, you are limited edition, and it's not the limited edition of 100 copies. There is no one like you. None. After you're done your assignment here and goes back to God, there will never be a you. So how will you just live like wind and no impact, nothing left? Nobody can even say, oh, he used to say, she used to say. Nothing. No, your voice is not recorded. Your words are not recorded. Haba. No. And one of those people in this world, I'll make sure that you don't do that, because you're too much. You're one of one. Nobody like you. So you must document the processes of your work, the inventions you come about, stories of your life that will help another person, and of course any other thing that is fancy to you. You are an institution, will help you become that, actualize that really. Hi Crafter Jack. Wow, I have some silent followers tonight. I love it. Okay, well, they've been silent until now. Crafter Jack is one of them. Amazing. Thank you for thinking this is amazing. Thank you so much. So which kind of movies do you love to watch, Debo? Crafter Jack, what do you do? I see you're a Nigerian company. What do you do, Crafter Jack? Debo, what do you do apart from watching movies? And which kind of movies do you watch? Karen is an artist. She's an author. She's an all-round amazing grandma and mom. Please go follow Karen. She's also a creator. Please follow Karen's channel, everyone. Who else has a channel here? Yes, my husband has a channel, Utibe, Akah. Please go, if you like real estate, construction, architecture, tutorials on all that, go follow my husband, Utibe, Akah, PhD, on his account, on his channel right now. Go follow. That's what we'll do. Protocol, are you still here? Protocol, you always come and say hi, hey, and then you don't respond to me again. What have I ever done to you wrong? Protocol, why? Why? You just come and say hey every night, hey, and then when I'm talking to you again, cricket. Why? Okay, I know that Protocol, you work at this time of the night. Maybe you're busy with work, I guess. Yeah, that's everybody. Is there anybody I haven't mentioned? Not sure. Okay, thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Crafter Jack, what do you do? Debo, are you still here? Which movies are you watching, Debo? Answer me now. Yes, answer me. And please, nobody has given me any super chat, super sticker, super anything. My account was verified yesterday, and I came here and I said the next level is to get professional camera. The next level is to use all of the features that YouTube is providing. And my oh guys, I didn't even tell you guys. My platform now looks different. Like, my dashboard on YouTube now looks different. See, there's something that the monetization thing just makes you feel. I just feel like, oh my God, I've arrived, you know. So my dashboard now has monetization, shows you the dollar sign, you know. I've not started any yet, and it's still in $0. And I'm like, we need to change that one of these nights, guys. Don't let my dollar sign be remain zero, okay? $1.50, something. Just give me, all right? Karen said I've arrived. Yes, I agree. I have arrived. Like, seeing the dollar sign is like, oh my gosh. Karen, with the way you're going, in the next 2 weeks to a month, you'll be monetized. I'm telling you. I draw so much inspiration. I see you go live, because of course I have notification. I always see you come in, depending on what I'm doing. I come in and then I go. You know, when I don't really have time, I just come in and go. I see all your live notifications. See, it's not a joke. I like the energy you're putting into this. I'm drawing from it. Please never stop, okay? Yes. So questions now. African Tales and Beat finally back. Wait, you haven't come since today. What happened? That's it. So this is the first time African Tales and Beat. What happened? Guys, go and follow African Tales and Beat. They have amazing stories. African Tales and Beat is my #1 follower on this live. From the day one, African Tales and Beat have not missed any one of my live streams, not even one. Guys, please, the only way you can say thank you enough from me as well is to go follow them, follow their channel, watch their content, and also tell them what you want them to do more, okay? Yeah! What did I just say? Super Tales, Karen, thank you. Oh my God. Let's Let's celebrate this first super on the live stream. Hey, oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Karen. God bless you. God bless you. God will give you a trillion fold of this that you have given me. You have changed the face of my YouTube. Oh my gosh. Guys, you guys will understand. Please, if you, oh gosh, oh my God, Karen, God bless you. God bless you so much. I'm going to screenshot this. I need to keep this memory, guys. Pardon me. Let me screenshot this moment. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, $10. So this works, because I was asking myself that, I need to prove that this works. I actually wanted to send myself a super from my own account. I said, no, if I'm going to use my account to my account, I don't know how YouTube is going to see it. I'm just like, yay! Yes, thank you very much. Oh my gosh. You're the one doing birthday and you're the one also giving. Thank you so much, Karen. God bless you a lot. $10 or more. Do you know how much that is in my currency? Ha! I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy. Oh my gosh. Guys, can you see? Can you see what I'm talking about? It's not a joke, guys. Even my daughter wants to come and see. Are you happy for mommy? Say thank you say thank you, Mama. Say thank you, Mama Karen. Oh my God. Are you happy? So guys, thank you so much. Thank you. I am super elated, like, guys. So for me, this is my career starting finally. If you didn't know, 8 years on YouTube. This is my third channel in 8 years, and none of the other two ever got to monetization. So when I got monetization this weekend and then finally yesterday, I have been out of my mind celebrating this moment, and this is just a proof. This is a validation that this works, right? This works. I'm coming from an absolutely amazing woman. It's just the cap on top of is the cap on the show, right? Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everyone. Everybody, thank Karen for me. Thank you so much. Who else is following suit? Go ahead. Don't stop. Go ahead. Don't stop. Go ahead. And then YouTube will now know that I'm serious, that I have people. They'll take their money now. They'll not give me mine. Then they'll not feel like, this creator. Maybe they might even start pushing out my content more. That kind of thing. Amen. This is so amazing. Karen, my love to your husband, to your amazing family. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. God bless you a lot. You're going to see the blessings. I'm not just mounting it. It's not a joke. All right. So that's all from me. If I don't have more questions, I would prefer to stay on. You guys can ask me questions on anything. Remember, it's not just about the remote team. It could be on anything. It could be on about me. I mean, nothing is off limits right here, because my philosophy is that we are all having a human experience. There is no exclusive experience for anybody, right? So we're all having a human experience. Karen has made my night so beautiful. I'm sure I'm going to be sleeping like this and smiling. And my children will be saying, Mommy, what is it? I say, don't you know? Can't you remember what happened to me? Oh my gosh, thank you so much, everyone. So I can't see any more questions. Okay, great. So I will call it a night so that we can focus on other things. I have you at the top of my heart. I'm going to pray for everybody on this stream as I log out. Guys, you guys are part of my family. If you don't know, see, I have longed for this moment for the longest time. I've been on different platforms. So I started creating content on Facebook 2008. I am practically on every platform, but right now, for like the last 2 years, I focused on YouTube, like my life depended on it. And that's because that was where God was nudging me to. And I didn't slack. Having you guys are such a blessing to me, and I don't take it for granted at all. All right. So let me say good night. It's 11 past 10 p.m. here. And my American friends continue to have an amazing day. My friends in India, sleep tight and be amazing. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, same time as we do it, 9 p.m. Lagos time. I'm always going to be here for episode 27 tomorrow, and then see you, two more of you. May everything work out for you in an amazing way. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye.